Good evening and welcome to Where's My Sage with myself, Mike from Tactical Bigfoot Research, and my lovely co-host, Kristie London, Reiki Master and Medium. And how are you tonight, Kristie?
I'm okay. How are you tonight, Mike?
Oh, I'm wound for sound tonight. Been a
I
long
see
day.
that. Wow. I'm going to have to connect with you before the shows from now on, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
how was your
evening,
day?
everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? We got some comments in already.
Hi, everybody. How are you? Thank you for joining us.
Okay, we've got Terry signed in and Colette, and we're going to kind of go over a little bit. Paul's in and Gina, and good evening all.
Hi, Paul.
And
hi, Gina, Colette, Terry.
We're going to wait for a few folks to get into the chat room here, and then we'll go. Like always, we're broadcasting to Paranormal Warehouse on Facebook, Kristie's page, our Where's My Sage, our YouTube, and tonight we're trying Twitch out. So we're really getting out to everybody. Hello to another Kristie. So, Kristie, what's been going on this week? We've had a pretty busy couple of days.
Yeah.
Between regular work and investigations.
Yeah. It was actually kind of fun, huh? Because we got last week we went to an assisted living facility, which was kind of neat. We were invited to go do a walkthrough there, and we had to, just kind of play and just kind of mesh with the day and with the people there, and we got to pick up on a lot of things. They've been having some activity there, so that was pretty cool. We were even able to do some EVPs and go in some of the rooms where there was a lot of activity reported by residents and guests and visitors and staff. And so it was pretty cool, actually. That was pretty neat because it was the middle of the day. We usually have to do that kind of stuff at night, when no one's around. So that was pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah, they have the actual facility want us there during the day was kind of an interesting thing, and seeing stuff happen during the day and stuff that we couldn't explain, and it was just absolutely crazy to see what was going on and see the reaction on the face of the staff when we're like, yeah, Kristie's picking up on this, and watch the color drain from everybody's face, and then
that's my favorite part usually.
pull the thermal camera out and then turn around and scan the wall, and all of a sudden, what's this wonderful cold blob here? Let's go check the plumbing on the other side, and grab some of the electric meters, and why is there so much energy here in the floor? It makes absolutely no sense. There's no electrical here,
Absolutely. And, we were there for a long time too. We were there for 3 hours?
Yeah, almost 4 hours. Yeah,
it was long. It was a long afternoon. It was great though. Actually, it was morning to afternoon that we were there. That was a lot of fun. I'd love to get back in there and be able to, do it at night when things are calmer and quieter, and just kind of see what happens with that. But maybe we'll see. She's gonna see what she can do. I wish we could tell you guys where we were, but unfortunately we're actually trying to help, not unfortunately, but because of the circumstances, we're actually trying to help people figure some things out to bring them a little bit of peace and calm things down. So we can't really share where we were at, but it was a really neat experience. So yeah, that was kind of fun. And then I got sick. I was a little under the weather this week, so that was a little blah, but
and then
what about you? You've had a crazy week too.
Yeah, I've just been working crazy. I got a report that came in today or late last night before I went into work that a local Bigfoot sighting that we got to follow up on with the crew. Oh, Candace, welcome for being a first time catching us, and welcome. We also hit the Lafayette. We didn't get a chance to go live from the Lafayette.
We didn't, unfortunately. No, that didn't work out.
Some technical difficulties. And then we got into things and never got back to figure out where we were. So, but the Lafayette was it's a beautiful location.
Yes, it was.
We got to investigate with some great folks that were on the public tour, plus some friends of ours. And Go ahead.
We had Tom and Kat from Buffalo Niagara Paranormal. They invited us to go, and of course the great Tim Shaw and Joe Pieri. So that was always fun. The two of them together is just like insane. Just it's going to be a wild time. So we had a great time. But they're both very very good at what they do, and so we had fun. Sorry, I'm adjusting my computer here.
It's okay. Yeah, and the architecture was there is absolutely amazing, and just a great place. And again, for those that are new with us, we put a little post up on our Facebook page, Where's My Sage, and we also have a private group, and on the private group we share a lot of those pictures from our investigations. So to get into the private group, we're trying to get our numbers up, and that's not a dog on my end for once.
That's my dog this time.
my two are outside. They'll be in eventually.
Yeah.
But if you like our Facebook page, and then one of our or two of our other social media, our YouTube or Instagram or Twitch or Twitter accounts, then we'll get you into that group. It kind of helps us out, guys. And then we're gonna have some special things. Like we had last week we hit our 200 mark on our Facebook page, so we did an extra show. We'll be doing some extra shows and getting things out there. So hello, absolutely. Marilyn. Marilyn was there with us.
Hi, Marilyn. Yeah, you get to see all the funky stuff, like the weird pictures Mike posts as I'm in the middle of channeling something and I look like I'm Mike. And that's always fun. So where the hell did this picture come from? He's like, oh, I did that. Yeah, no kidding.
Stacy from Kentucky. Let's see. I've already gone down here. All right. I'm just trying to put up some of these hellos from everybody, seeing where everybody's from. And
oh my gosh.
What's Paul got here? Basically, you're saying you're not picky.
Who, me? No, unfortunately, I'm not. No.
Okay. So we got about 70 people in here. We've got some questions. And I think we'll start. Let's get to some readings, I think, and then we'll talk about where we're going to be out and where we're going to be coming to some different locations. So our first question here is from Terry.
Hold on, I have to get my spiel. You know better than that by now. I trained you.
Yeah, I should. I'm just Mike. Leave me alone. That's what she's calling me today.
That? Okay, wait. We need to take a poll. So, because he always introduces himself as Mike, I'm just Mike. So I said, well, maybe we need to just hashtag that and just have you be just Mike. So can you do a poll on this? Can you, Mike? Can you set that up?
I have to figure out how to set up a poll. We have to do it over on our Facebook about the Just Mike. Okay. I think we'll do that on the Sage page. Folks from Paranormal Warehouse, please come on, join us as well. And for you folks that are on Sage, go on over and visit the guys over at Paranormal Warehouse. So
absolutely. So here, just weigh in, give us your feedback. Should it just be hashtag just Mike? I think it's more fun myself. If we're going to just go by Mike, we should just, spice it up a little bit. It's kind of boring, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, let's see what you guys think. All right. So for those of you who are newcomers, those of you who have never watched me work before, a venue like this is a little bit tricky because I have a lot coming at me and I have a lot coming from you. Mike is going to do his best to read me the questions in order, but I have to tell you that if you're meant to get a reading, you'll get a reading. If you're not meant to, it's not personal. And, not to mention there's just a lot coming at him at once. When I kind of zone out, it really does fall on his shoulders for this part of things. So please be patient, bear with him. And just remember a few things for me, okay? Let us know where you're from, just because we love to hear from everyone and where you're from anyways. It just makes it more fun. But it also helps me to kind of zone in on you a little bit. Give me your first name. Please keep your questions short and to the point. Please don't write a book and ask 4 or 5 questions. I want to get to as many people as possible tonight. And it's going to be a long night. We're going to start as soon as possible so you get a full show of readings, and just really be open to anything. And as always, because it's not one-on-one and it's not an exchange in this kind of a setting, all of a sudden I can't breathe. If for some reason there's something you don't understand, please feel free to contact me. Call me, message me, find me online. Please do that, and I'll be happy to try to help you or explain what maybe we couldn't explain in this setting here tonight. Okay, so don't just give up or get frustrated. I'm always willing to help explain things and figure it out for you. All right, or at least do the best that I can. So that being said, oh, and give me your loved ones. If you're going to ask specifically for a grandma or grandpa, aunt, uncle, parent, whatever, please give me their first name too. Don't just say, does my grandma have anything to say? Give me a first name. That also helps. Wow. I can't breathe. Your mic's muted.
Yeah, I know. There's a couple in there.
So I'm going to throw this out here too. So I was meditating and getting ready for the show. The smell of vanilla was hardcore for me. And I saw an actual like vanilla bean, like a fresh vanilla bean. And also I saw a banjo. So clearly people are trying to talk to me, but those two things really stood out to me. And so if anyone can validate, and it could mean lots of different things to lots of different people. So, share with us. And don't be afraid, as always, don't be afraid to ask questions about me. Ask Mike questions as well. We want you guys to get to know us. We want to be acquainted with you and you with us. It makes it more fun and really helps the show. Gives us, picks it up a little bit. So,
right. We're a taste of the universe, and we want you guys to sample everything. So Let's go out with our first question of the evening.
See, if my dad's online, straw. He told me, get rid of that big bottle and get a straw. So I got a straw.
So this is from Terry. I'm Terry, and my husband, Bill. We want to retire to the ocean. We will sell our home, and I'm very discouraged, and our house has been on the market for 8 months. So...
Hi, Terry. You're not supposed to sell your house yet. You're not supposed to go yet. The ocean is beautiful. Yes, you're supposed to do it. You've got about another 8 months to go. You have 2 major repairs in the house, or 2 things that you should be either fixing up or repairing or replacing. Put your focus on that. Stop trying to rush this process. I also feel like there's something on your husband's end, maybe with work or retirement or paperwork or something with him. He's a situation he needs to get under control, and he needs to finalize. It has to be taken care of and done before you can actually leave. But I promise you will, but not for about a year. So just sit back, try to pace yourselves, enjoy, and do what you have to here. You're actually going to be very glad you didn't rush away. You're going to want to be here for something that's going to be coming up with your family as well. Okay. So thank you for your question. Good luck with everything.
Okay. The next one is from Kathy. Can you tell me if my dad, Leroy, has any messages for me?
Hi, Kathy. All of a sudden, the side of my throat is irritated. And now I'm feeling lightheaded behind my eyes. I saw a big puff of smoke. He was a definite smoker. I also saw a frog. Frogs usually symbolize obstacles and like hiccups along the way. But I feel like you can connect that with him literally for some reason. Like it means something to him or something you'll understand. I'm also seeing toothpaste and toothbrush all of a sudden. So I feel like, 2 things. He's showing me, he's using symbols to communicate with me. When they do that, and they don't show themselves to me or step forward in the way that they can or that we would want them to, it tells me a lot about what happened at the time of their passing. And what it means is they were not able to communicate, whether it was a little bit, whether it was effectively or at all. He could have been totally unconscious or in a coma, whether it was 2 minutes before he passed or 6 months before he passed. It doesn't matter how quickly or how long or how short of a time. He did a lot of gesturing with his hands. I'm seeing somebody in a hospital bed all of a sudden, and I feel like he's gesturing with his hands because he's trying to make you understand. I see a man standing in front of me now, and he's he's doing hands on hips. He's squatting and bending at the knees. He's going like this, and he says, I can move now. I can do this again." So he's letting you know he's okay and he can do things again that he once or was not able to do at the time of his passing. All right. Thank you very much for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything. And don't forget, everybody, Mike, your mic's muted.
Yeah.
Can't hear you. Okay, there you go.
I'm sorry. I set up the other laptop, but I'm just going to try something new to at least put some times down so I can kind of go back. So if I don't miss anybody, and I can see if there's any responses.
Yeah, and please,
So
guys, remember, give me the name of your loved one. If that's who if you're asking for somebody specific. If you're just asking a general question, it doesn't matter. But give me their name. Okay.
let's see. We're going back up to 8:05. 1 minute here.
And please share this too. Please share the heck out of this. We'd really appreciate it. We don't want anyone to miss a message. So if you could share it on your pages and all the different social media, we'd really appreciate that a lot.
Okay. Terry, Kristie, I hope you're feeling better. And we have
Hi, Terry. Thank you.
We have a question from Jamie. Have you heard of the devil tree? I personally have not. I've heard of a lot of different devil things, but it's usually geographic.
No, I have not. No, that's a new one for me. I'm surprised you haven't heard about it, or you don't know anything about it with all the people.
No, I don't know. Nope.
So what is it? Now you got to tell us, Jamie.
Yep. Colette shared. So thank you, Colette.
Thank you.
And Candace says thanks. Let's see, I've gone through some of these. Colette's going to be doing an investigation. This investigation in May is going to be an all night in a pub. She's doing it was up above, fundraiser. So that sounds kind of cool.
Where is that going to be at? Oh.
It's Colette.
I believe
that's coming from. I believe that's the UK, if I remember correctly.
Oh, darn, I can't get it to the UK. However, damn, that sounds like a lot of fun.
And here we have another question. Marcia, my dad Andre is in the emergency room. Is he going to be okay? I'm very worried. I can't go because my car is broken. Please know if you can.
Okay. Hi, Marcy. Thank you for your question. You know, you guys, you have to know that I am not a doctor. I cannot diagnose, so the health questions can get a little tricky. But as I try to take a breath in, I am unable to breathe in very deep. And whenever I'm having an issue right up in here, that's cardiopulmonary or one or the other. And as soon as Mike read the question, I felt like heart. He needs to take better care of his heart. Spirit guides are stepping forward and saying that he wouldn't want you there anyways. I almost feel like he doesn't like when there's a lot of people around him and there's a lot of attention and there's a lot of commotion and the fuss about him. So pray for him, send him positive energy and love. And they're also telling you just keep in contact with him. That's actually what he prefers. And it actually makes him feel good. So if that's what makes him feel good, then go with it. Okay. So thank you for your question, honey. Good luck with everything.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. This is from Chelsea. Hey, Kristie, my sister's going through some tough times. Can you tell me if she will have a good outcome tomorrow?
Hi, Chelsea. I feel like there's health related. This is almost like a health related question, but not totally, if that makes any sense. But now I'm picking up on a courtroom. The biggest thing I'm hearing is that she has to really want this. She knows how to make this happen if she wants it. I feel like she needs to practice self-control. I feel like she has to They're saying move past the anger. I'm also seeing a little boy, her son. I see a man or a male. I feel like it's an ex or whoever she's fighting in this situation. And I'm being told he's no good. But if she lets the situation get the better of her, she's going to lose. He's very, very manipulative. He's very good at being sneaky. And he has a lot of people fooled right now. So she needs to play her cards right. Because I almost feel like this is like a situation where she's getting the raw end of the deal and he's getting away with a lot, but she could put an end to this now. She's just got to stay in control. Okay. And I'm seeing once and for all. They're going like this once and for all. Like once this is it, if she does this, it's done and she won't have to worry about anything else. Okay. So, yeah. I'm also being told to tell her that Grandpa is with you. Grandpa is with you. Poppy? Yeah, is with you. All right, so thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck.
Okay. So we have a hello from Cheektowaga, from Anita. And Susan says hello. And then we have one here from Gina. Can you, where we can post. Again, I'm going to be posting that right now. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, all under Where's My Sage. The Instagram's the only one with a little underscores. We have a hello from Delaware. Hello, Amanda.
Hi. Wow.
Bon from New Zealand. Welcome. Terry, first time from Niagara Falls, Canada. Hello on the other side of the river, on the other side
Terry.
of the lake. We are in Western New York. Kristie's in one area and I'm in the other area, so we have Western New York pretty covered. Audrey has a question.
Gives me a headache. Oh.
Yeah. Audrey, does my mother have anything for me?
Hi, Audrey. You're very closed off to something and you need to really open up your mind and expand your horizons. Now, you have to do it now, sooner than later. She says it's about to come and bite you in the ass if you don't start. She says she knows you think that you've made improvements, you've done some work, you've made some progress, but you have to keep working at it and you have to make it happen. And it's uncomfortable. You're thinking that you should be able to take time to do whatever it is and to figure out whatever it is and deal with whatever it is. And you don't have that time. You kind of wasted a lot of time. She says now or never. Now or never. So, yeah, that's it. Okay. Thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck.
Okay. Next one is from Jenny from Mississippi. Hello, Illinois.
Wow.
Jean from New Jersey.
Hi, Jean.
Linda says hello.
Hi, Linda.
We have Lewis here. Hi, guys. Had a possible Bigfoot encounter and 100% positive paranormal experience in Ottawa. Are you okay?
No, Lewis. I got this incredible pain in my head. Oh, Lewis, what's going on, dude? This male I'm picking up on had head trauma, had some sort of issue with his head. Normally when I get pain up in here and it comes out of nowhere and it feels the way it did, it's like I got hit in the head, or I hit my head, or I whacked my head, or something, some sort of trauma or some sort of action to really crack you in the head. It was, wow. Oh, and I'm also getting a pain back here. That's the pain I get. It's like lower lung area on the right hand side. There's two things going on. Whoever this person is that's coming through had COPD, lung cancer, emphysema, pneumonia, something along those lines. But I feel like you're being warned that you're being stabbed in the back, because at the same time I had a pain that was more in my rib cage. And when I get that stabbing pain in my rib cage, it's like someone stabbing you in the back. So you need to watch your back. And I feel like maybe you are having thoughts or feelings, your gut, your instincts, your intuition is kicking in, and maybe your gut's telling you something is not right with a situation where we're with someone. You need to listen very closely and follow your gut instinct on that, because you're absolutely correct. And I also feel like it's somebody you would never think of in a million years. So you need to watch your back. And now they're bringing up money and finances, and I feel like it has to do with that. So be very, very careful. It's somebody you trust that can hurt you or ruin you. You need to be very careful of that. And I see them yanking whenever they take care of for you, whatever you gave them to work on or handle, almost like an accountant or something. You need to yank those back and don't let them touch. You're going to get into trouble if you don't. Okay. All right. Thank you. Well, thank you for commenting. You didn't really ask me questions.
That's a change from going from Bigfoot to there. Swoosh. But it's always nice to see somebody from the other side of the lake. So, Gina says she loves it. Candace is getting to us from Indiana.
All right. Hi.
Kenny Irish, we got another Bigfoot guy in here. That's a good thing.
Nice.
And I believe Kenny's going to be with us at the event at the end of the month at the Winter Parafest. I believe he's there as well. So, I
get to meet a lot of these people that I always hear about.
Yeah. So, I haven't actually met Kenny. We're Facebook friends, and he's friends with the rest of the crew. So, and I think he's got a new book out too. So we're gonna have to maybe talk to Kenny a little bit more at the event. So.
Fun. Okay.
So, Gina, Kristie, I would love to hear from my dad or my brother about if I'm making the right decisions and heading in the right direction.
No, you need to go completely opposite. Nope. Whatever it is you're doing, they said nope. You're not following your instincts on this one at all. Like, it's like all the signs are pointing left, but your gut is telling you to go right. You need to listen to your gut. I'm telling you, people, your gut will never steer you wrong. Even if something does not work out the way you think or the way we feel it should have, it does not matter. It means you were not meant to go in that direction for a reason. The immediate situation may have nothing to do with it. It could have everything to do with the 10 steps ahead that you can't see yet. So you really need to trust your intuition, your gut, your guides, and your loved ones connect with you on that level, and they will never let you down. Yeah. And yes, it's going to be scary, and yes, it's going to be hard, and yes, it's going to be tough, but you have to do it this way, and you will come out stronger and better for it. 100%. It doesn't make sense now. It's not supposed to make sense now, but you absolutely need to go in that direction. Yeah. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck.
All right. We have a hello from Austria, from Sydney. Hello, Samantha.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. The big man, the Bigfoot guys are coming in tonight.
All right.
Hello, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Hello, Mary Bethson. Hello,
What's
Mary
up,
Beth. Now I'm in trouble. All right.
Oh, yeah. Sick 'em.
Hello, Jeannie. And folks, just to kind of give Kristie about a 30-second break, we're just going to go through some of these hellos. Just hello from Michael from Buffalo. Audrey says a thank you. I am looking at 5 different feeds. So your comments that are coming in from a couple of different Facebook pages, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. So I'm trying to get them. So if it seems like it's taking me a minute or two and, you're on one feed and say, well, I'm here. I got 5 of them coming in. I have a big old mess that's coming down here. So I'm trying to get to everybody I can as quick as I can. Let's see here. So hello from San Antonio.
Hello.
Illinois. And Jay Gridley popped in. Hi, Jay. So, okay, the ghost people are showing up finally. And we hit a little bit of everything. And Ashley, we're both energy healers. We'll be doing some things on some energy healing coming up.
Yeah, we'll be at Parafest in Rochester.
Gina says thank you. So let me pop right back up here. And saw the thing. There was a response to the Parafest, or not the DoubleTree there, and
what
I lost
that?
it. I'm trying to find it again. Colette's, of course, from England. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to. It's down the next one here. So we did that one, and all right. Amanda, I had to help my dog cross the Rainbow Bridge today. Any word from my grandma or great aunt on how he is?
Oh, I'm so sorry, honey.
And that's near and dear to both of us when it comes to pets. So we're sorry.
My kids, not so much. My pets, I'm kidding. That was awful, wasn't it? I'm a bad mom. I keep seeing like a he looks to be like like a big black lab or some kind of dog that's very similar to that, and he's moving very slow. You absolutely did the right thing. It was time. You wanted to hang on. You were hoping to be able to hang on, but you absolutely made the right choice. I feel like you looked in his eyes and you just knew you had to do that. You had to help him. And your grandmother, I see her on the other side and she's like, come on. And she's right there. Actually, your grandmother and your grandfather are there. And they were there. I feel like they were huge animal lovers. She says, we've got him, don't you worry. You have 3. I want to say 3 total over there. That were very near and dear and special to you. 2 from a while ago. 2 have been gone for a while. I feel like one was a smaller dog and one was a medium-sized dog. And one of them really liked playing with the little ball. The little bouncy rubber ball. They're all there and they're all happy. And now I see your dog running around and jumping and barking and playing again. So he is able to do everything he was not able to do at the end today. And so you absolutely acted out of pure love. So you can rest easy that he is okay. Okay. So thank you for your question, honey. Anybody want to ad lib when Mike's on mute like that, and you just watch the look on his face and how his head like whips all over the place?
Messages are over here, and something it grabbed half of them, and I'm like, where did my messages go? I lost the 80. I lost the 809 feed, and I mean, like, we're on 835.
Sorry, I just kept thinking, here, like, whoa, where'd it go? Ooh, here it is. Wait, over there. But like animated voices with all that. Sorry.
I like kung fu movies. All right.
It's getting warm in here now.
All right. We had one thumbs up for hashtag Mike. So
Excellent. Come on, guys. Hashtag just Mike. Let's go. Come on. Work with me here.
All right. Here's one from Lenore. Can you tell me if my sister-in-law has anything for us?
Hi, Lenore. She says that your husband is doing much better than he was and than he has been, and she's very happy to see him moving on and moving forward. She says, I always knew he was strong enough. He just had to find it from within himself. And as far as the situation with her goes, he did the best he could. And so he needs to stop. He's not beating himself up as much as he used to over that. But he needs to just let that go and realize he did what he could, and that's all that mattered. Okay. So thank you for your question. Best of luck with everything. Never mind. Let's change your tag to hashtag mute Mike.
Yeah, mute Mike. Hi, my name is Anne Marie, and any messages for me? It's if not, we get heavy breathing on this, and that's not this kind of show. So I'll try the mute back here.
Nobody got time for that. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. It's odd because I'm just seeing normally when I have the vision of standing at a distance and watching a car run into a tree head on, I know what that means. And my placement in that kind of a vision tells me something. But this is a little new because instead of, I'm still watching from a distance. My throat and airway feel a little funny. And all of a sudden I'm getting like a headache, like a migraine or a headache that's making me feel sick to my stomach. Ugh. But in this case, the car is just sitting and idling, and it looks like the car is full. But I'm not getting anything else with that. So they're leaving a lot for me to interpret, and I'm not quite sure what it means. I'm hearing now the spirit guides are stepping in and saying something about choosing not to. And then accident. I can see the car. I can see it running. I can see everybody in the car. I can even see the tree in the distance on the left. It's just sitting there, and they're all kind of just looking ahead. And now I'm hearing didn't happen. I feel scared. I feel afraid. And then I hear, don't do it. Don't do it. And that's it. Don't do it. Yep. All right. Sorry, sweetie. That's all I'm receiving so far. If you can validate any of that, I can try to help you further if we see it. But thank you for your question. Best of luck with everything.
The next one's from Sherry Lynn. Will my son ever let go of his anger towards me?
Hi, Sherry. No, unfortunately, he's probably not going to. You have to stop pushing. I feel like you have stopped pushing and you're not pushing in the way that you used to push. But right now, I feel like even even the slightest, smallest, subtle gestures are being perceived as more harassing or nagging, or she doesn't get it. Nothing you do, even to extend an olive branch right now, is going to change how he feels or what happened and why he is seeing things the way he is right now. And I do feel like that has to do with his father or an adult male figure in his life. Spirit guides are saying you're going to have to give it time. And that's about it. Time and a lot of space and a lot of distance. You're going to have to just kind of let go. And you're going to have to just you're going to have to let time and space help to heal this. I'm being reassured that things will be okay in time, but in the right time, not your time. Okay. And I know as a mom, that's really hard, but you're going to have to trust and you're going to have to you're going to have to also realize that unfortunately, this is repercussion for your part in things. That's the best way I can explain the feeling I'm getting right now. Spirit guides are using the word accountable. And they're saying it doesn't excuse how your son is choosing to hang on to things and react to things and how he's choosing to handle it. But you have to understand there was process, cause and effect. Okay. So best of luck, honey. Thank you for your question.
All right. The next one in Paul's got a message. Got the items. Said it would help since you got quiet since you talked to him.
Oh, yay. Mike would just
So
love to know what that means.
Good advice. All right. Got a hello from England.
Hello.
Marilyn looks like she's going to be in Geneseo next weekend.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Hi. Yay.
Hello, Melissa on Paranormal The Warehouse. And Marianne from Denmark. Hello.
Wow. Hello. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Hello. We love you. This is great.
Okay. All right. Here's one from Jay. I am approaching a career change after 16 years of my current job. I scored 100% of civil service exam for corrections, and I'm pursuing it. Any thoughts?
Well,
deep breaths.
You want to take this one?
No, I'm going to let you take that one. Jay, I'll answer those questions off air. I have some friends in the business. Let's just say that. Let's see what we got here. But if you got something for him,
you're not going to like it, but it is the next best move for you. So yes, go for it. I feel like you're going to be at the state level. I'm hearing something about lockdown. And sorry, when my nose itches like this, that means you're worried about, actually, your wife is worried about something. Your wife is worried about this. I think your wife already knows that this is going to work out and she is not okay with it. Your wife or significant other or whoever the main lady in your life is right now. And, I'm being told to tell her from your spirit guides that it will be okay, that you will be okay. I do feel like your shift is not going to be ideal for a while. It's not going to be what you thought it was going to be, but it's definitely the next best thing for you and the next step you have to take. I see you being there for about 10 years. It's going to be a long stint, but in the meantime, you're going to meet people and you're going to acquire resources that are going to be very important for the next and final step you're going to take in that chapter for your career and your life path. Okay. All right. So thank you for your question and best of luck and please be safe.
Here's another interesting one. Sage or lemongrass?
Both, but I love lemongrass.
So lemongrass is great to cook with. I mean, that's a wonderful thing.
Love lemongrass, especially glycerin soap and things like that are awesome. But
the cleanse sage,
sweetgrass, white sage. To cleanse with, yeah.
All right, this one I've been trying to get to, and every time I try to get to it, it gets bounced somewhere else. From Terry, is there something wrong with my son Riley's hips, or is he going to have a CT scan?
Okay, well, Terry, I can't diagnose, but I feel like overall he's going to be okay. He's going to have to start accepting the fact that he's going to take a different path than he thought. Sports have been huge in his life so far. I always mix her two sons up. Always. Terry, curly hair or blonde hair? I'm pretty sure I know which son I'm looking at, but I usually reverse them. And when I read, I usually know who I'm talking about because they're reversed in my head. I know that sounds really weird. Blame it on dental assisting. But I'm being told to reassure you that everything will be okay. Everything will work out okay. Okay. See, I was spot on with the way I read you. All right. So we're talking about the blonde. Riley's going to be all right. Blondie's going to have a turn of events. Nothing bad. Don't freak out. I'm not talking about getting hurt or anything, but he's gonna have to start really opening his eyes and expanding his horizons, and realizing that there's more to life and more to the things he's doing, or everything's gonna go like this on him until he does. I feel like he needs a hard wake up call. So in one way or another, they're gonna make sure it happens to make sure that he does well in life, and you're gonna have to just do the best you can to get him through it. All right. Thank you for your question.
See, we got one for Where's Mike?
All right. Come on, you guys. Help me out here. Yes to hashtag just, where's Mike?
Yeah.
Where's Mike or just Mike? Or maybe let's mute Mike.
Yeah. Jason's going to be at Geneseo. And let's get back up to
Jason.
The top. And again, folks, I'm trying to get to him. Again, I've got 5 different feeds coming in here. And I've just noticed that if I scroll down to the bottom to check to see if anybody makes a comment, I lose the first 10 at the top. So I'm trying to write them down.
Better you than me.
Yeah. Hi from Illinois. And here from Lenore. Kristie, if you tell me if Jennifer has anything to say to us.
I feel like we already answered that. Not this particular question. I feel like this is the same person she wants to hear from. Unless there's just a comparison being made here. I feel like Jennifer is the sister-in-law that came through already. Gotcha. The only thing I'm getting now, Lenore, is something about cooking. I feel like it's something about your cooking in a recipe. I feel like something didn't work out or something didn't turn out the way that you wanted or should have. And I'm hearing you laughing at that. Yeah. That's all I'm getting, though. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your question. That's it. That's all I'm getting. Sorry.
You can read this one. Yes, Marilyn, you can find me an exorcist doll as long as it's not a Raggedy Ann or Raggedy Andy doll. I hate those things.
You know how much he loves us. That's awesome.
And if my mother's listening, thank you for tormenting me with that.
Be nice to your mother.
And that was before I even knew that it was the Annabelle doll. All right.
We all had those as kids, though.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, I think I've caught up a little bit here.
We can't have that, you guys. Let's go. Come on. Questions.
Bon wishes they had something like this in New Zealand. Well, we're here and we're out there to help the whole world if we can.
You got it.
We're just
Pass it
giving
along,
everybody a little bit of taste of everything. Next week we've got we'll be doing some more paranormal with or the next show, which is on the 3rd of March. Be Mike Dolans and Brian McCulley from Demon Files, the Flannel Brothers, as they like to be referred to as.
I can't wait.
Let's
That's gonna be
see.
fun.
This is from Jay. First, my condolences. My cousin was murdered a couple of years back. Just want to know if she's okay and watching over everybody and her children.
Very sorry. I felt like when he was reading that I was caught off guard or by surprise. I also feel like it has to do something with the sternum area, almost like I was stabbed or I was hit real hard here, almost like to incapacitate me. I was saying dirty blonde hair. I'm hearing something about a drug deal. I feel like I'm experiencing 10 different emotions at once. It makes me feel like maybe there was some emotional or mental instability there too. She's not stepping forward 100%, but she is around. And so the way she's coming to me tells me that in some way she's responsible or accountable on some level for the reason that she passed. It could even have been life choices that led her into that situation, even if she wasn't necessarily doing anything at that time. But But I also feel like she was murdered or there were questionable circumstances surrounding her death. I feel like I have to tell you it was not suicide. Nope, it was not suicide. They want you to think it is. It was not. There's more to this. That's all I'm getting. These ones are tricky. It's not usually a good idea to go into too much detail in a form like this either. If I'm hitting anything and you want to talk more about it, you can certainly call me this week and we'll make some time to maybe help you, do the best I can to help you. Okay. So thank you for your question, Jay.
This is from Pam. Hello, Kristie. Were you able to feel anything for the picture of the heart on my wall on Valentine's Day?
So I forgot to go back and look at that. Thanks for calling me out on this international show that I'm on right now. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. That was actually the day that we were on that investigation. So we were working that day. And so I was not able to go back and do that. So I apologize.
That day turned into a...
Yeah.
Can't explain some of the stuff I saw in there, technology-wise and everything else. My job's to go out and disprove everything, and I couldn't disprove some of the stuff. So
yeah, you should have seen him running around trying to figure things out. It was hysterical. So no, I apologize. If you shoot me a message tomorrow, Pam, I will be happy to look at it. And if I think of it later when I'm trying to decompress, I'll try to take a look at it if I remember. Okay, but I'll definitely take a look. Just remind me. Okay, sorry.
There was a question if you do private readings, and you do private readings, and you can reach out to Kristie on her business page.
Yes. You can call me, you can text me, message me, email me, whatever you'd like to do. I have an office in Tonawanda, New York.
Yes. And if you can't find it, you can go to our Facebook page, and she can get the messages through the email that we have there. Absolutely. And then she'll take it to the private messages.
Yeah. Because I can do, we don't have to, if you're not local, that doesn't matter. I just did a video chat this morning, phone reading this evening. I can do, we have lots of options. We don't have to be face-to-face for me to give you a reading. Okay. So we have lots of options.
Okay. This is from Ashley. Does my grandmother Judy have anything to say to me? I'm having a hard time accepting that she's no longer with me.
Hi, Ashley. I'm hearing that now is a time for you to be strong, and that she taught you better than that. She taught you how to be strong. Your grandmother went through a lot of very tough times in her life. I'm also there's a pain, almost like this is a new one for me. It's like on the left, directly to the left of my spine. It's almost as if I feel like I'm getting an epidural or something. Ooh, and I never had one of those. No. So it's directly to the left of my spine, like on my spine, but then a little bit into the muscle on the side. I don't know if you can connect with that at all. I'm also seeing, well, now I'm seeing this woman and she's rocking back and forth in like a, an easy chair this size, like for a woman, not a big one. And this busy floral print, something pattern on like house coat or a dress or an apron or something like that. I can't really see what it is so much as I can see this really busy pattern on this like a lighter white background. She says, I'm holding your hand. You've got this. You have to see it through and follow it all the way through. You have to go through with this. You can do it. Let's do it. We'll do it together, she says. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck.
Paul, that's not a shameless plug. If supporting you guys and supporting. He's got a band. They're playing at No BS Brewery after it's the same weekend that we have the Parafest. So that's actually sponsoring 2 friends and a good cause. So always
nice.
a good thing for
Always
Paul's
up for
band.
live music, that's for sure.
Yeah, Snail Trails, the name of the band. And there'll be No BS there in Lakeville.
Nice.
Ashley or Alicia has tried to reach out to us a couple of times, and every time I've gone to look for it, it's bounced somewhere else. So thank
Hi,
you for
Alicia.
reaching out again. Can you please help me? My mom passed away 2 years ago. My dog and I don't sleep well. Can you tell me if it's my mom or someone or something else? I feel my dog is being disturbed, and we both don't sleep well. Help.
I get a pain in the top of my head here. And I feel like that pain or that headache is associated with whatever was wrong with your mom. Illness, injury. I feel like it's more illness, though, than anything. Oh, and I'm getting a sharp pain right here. I keep hearing, I'm all right. I'm all right. And I feel like your mom was a brunette with dark hair. Dark brunette. I'm hearing rose. Normally when spirit or somebody on spirit side says something like that to me, they're talking about someone who's alive or present now in your life. So however you can associate with rose or a rose, whether it's a name, whether it's the flower, however you associate with that. I feel like you've tried to contact your mom on your own and you shouldn't have done that. I don't feel like you're in danger, but you definitely invited something in, or somebody invited something into your home that doesn't belong there and needs to go. You need to cleanse your room. You need to cleanse your house, but especially your room. It does like to mess with your dog. I do not feel like it's your mother at this point. And I don't suggest you do it by yourself. I suggest you find somebody who knows what they're doing and have them do it for you or with you. I can breathe again. Once you do that, you're going to be able to breathe again. You'll be able to sleep. But you also need to start grieving and you need to start working through your grief. That is the other big reason that you are not able to.
Kristie, there's some follow-up on that too.
Okay. She's talking about your dreams. You'll know it's your mom when she comes to you in your dreams. When someone who's passed comes to you in your dream, it's a visit. It's not a dream. It's not your subconscious taking over because you're in a sleep state. That's actually that person connecting with you. Okay, and that goes for anybody. But I feel like you need to cleanse your house because I do feel like somebody invited something in that should not be there and that doesn't belong there. And once that happens, your dog will relax. I feel like you have a bigger dog, like a lab or a golden retriever or something. I keep seeing a bigger dog on the floor next to your bed. She also was saying she didn't mean to go. She didn't mean to go then. She didn't mean to go, and I feel like she was not feeling well, and I feel like something was off, but she was afraid to say anything, and she just really thought it would pass, or she was really hoping it would pass, and it didn't. But your mom is okay, and your mom is in the light. Once you clear the energy and you clear the air, your grief is also what's feeding the energy that's not negative or bad or out to hurt you necessarily, but once you clear the smog, we'll say, out of the house, you'll find that the energy will be a lot better and you'll be able to feel your mom and your grieving process will get easier, but you need to start working on both of those together. Okay, for sure. All right, best of luck, honey. Thank you for your question.
Okay. Next one's from Christina. Hey guys, I'm curious if you could tell me what my Aunt Michelle wanted to say to me before she passed away. She was asking for me at the hospital and then ran out of time before I could make it to the hospital that night. Coded moments after I got off the elevator and stepped into the unit. Is there anything she wanted us to know?
Hi, Christina. I feel like your aunt really could not breathe. And she was fighting hard to hang in there. The first thing I saw was beads. And a lot of times when I see beads, like a necklace or something, it usually is more like a rosary. I feel like, and usually what that represents for me is faith, that she had faith or that she has now found her faith. And she also wants you to do the same. I also picked up on something monetary or financial. And I feel like that was actually what she was trying to tell you then. I'm seeing papers, like paperwork or something like that. Like there were papers that she wanted somebody to know. I feel like you guys are close, and that's why she was waiting for you to tell you. I feel like she wants you to have whatever these papers state or whatever these papers are. I almost feel like it's like an appraisal to something or a record of something. Not necessarily her will itself, but something specific. And she says it will help you a lot, which is why she wanted you to have it. I'm also hearing heirloom. She also says stop struggling and start making your life easier, damn it. You're causing more stress than is necessary on yourself. And then she says something like mother. So tells me your mother or a mother figure for you is still here. Take care of your mother. She needs you. Take care of your mother. Okay. Thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything.
I keep forgetting to turn. Is my mic still on? That working? Okay.
It's on, yeah.
Here's a follow-up one from a couple of weeks ago from Anne Marie. She said, "Hi, Mike and Kristie. Hope all are doing well. A couple of weeks ago, you helped me with a question regarding my paternal grandmother. During this segment, Kristie, you said you felt sick in your throat. I think it may have been my aunt there with my grandmother as she had throat cancer. My question is how my dad is doing since he passed away almost 2 years ago. Thank you for so much again for all your help. All my best, Anne Marie."
Oh, hi, Anne Marie. Thank you for coming back. Ooh. Your dad had a huge blood pressure issue. Not only do I feel the pressure hard in my head and it's going in my ears, holy cow, it's going down my face. I feel it in the back of my arms. That came out of nowhere. I feel like if that would have kept going, it would have paralyzed me. Like I wouldn't have been able to move because my hands even started to feel swollen. And then nothing. Paul. Something about Paul.
Chris, here's a little follow-up.
He did what? Oh, the blood pressure? Okay. Thank you. Ooh. I'm also picking up on some major control issues because someone's grabbing me in the back of my neck and my head, the base of my head right here. And now I just feel like I'm going to fall asleep. My arms keep feeling tingly, numb, icy hot. You did a lot for your dad. You would run for him. You would shop for him. You took care of him. Did errands for him. You did the things he couldn't do for himself. I feel grateful, ungrateful, grateful, ungrateful. He's grateful. I feel like at the time, he didn't know how to show it or express it or really get into it. It's almost like you felt like he just expected it. He says, but I truly was grateful. Damn it, I loved her. All of a sudden, I see this man just crying at a table. And he's just down like this. And he's sobbing like he lost the love of his life. Okay. That's it. It's very strong energy. It's very strong. But know that he's very grateful and he's appreciative. And he remembers everything you did for him. Okay. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything.
Okay, we've got a couple technical questions we're going to throw in here. And this is from Carolyn. Sage won't remove the 2 spirits in my home. I tried 3 times. What else works?
If you've tried to sage or cleanse your house yourself and it's not working, I highly recommend that you bring somebody in to try to figure out who and what you have in your house. And I even more highly recommend that you stop trying to sage your house and you not do anything else on your own until you know what you're dealing with, because at some point all you're going to do is piss it off, and then you're going to start to it may retaliate. So yeah, keep seeing a workshop in your basement, Carolyn. Yeah. If you don't know somebody, you can contact myself, Mike, or you can contact us on our page, and we can definitely recommend people who can help you.
Here's a little bit more on that. I'm sorry. I won't leave yet. Mail one bugs me. What can Rose... Okay. Yeah, I think you got there. I'm just trying to get through. Okay.
How does he bug you? Send us a message on that, please, because I don't like what I'm feeling. So I want you to send us a message, and we'll help you handle that off
air. Yeah.
Off air. You don't. Yeah.
Carrie's here. She's supporting us on Instagram. All right. Hey, there was one more technical. Well, I'm trying to find a technical. Let's do this here. From Bon, if guided, any messages from Greg, my husband's brother, please. He passed away a few years ago this weekend. And Marianne from Denmark, I'm working on getting all your messages together. She's got like a whole bunch together. So I'll let you finish this one up while I'm
I love it.
trying to
Make him work, everyone. Make him work.
Yep.
No, cut him some slack. He works hard. Okay, Bon. So your brother-in-law was younger when he passed, and he just kind of swooped in here. He was quite the ladies' man, and he was very good looking. He's also telling me he had a lot going for him, and I feel like he was ill. Ill does not have to mean cancer. It can mean anything that's, at least the way I'm seeing it, long term, even if it was manageable or he was able to deal with it, and live with it. Now he stopped talking to me. He's also showing me baseball, so that either means you can connect with him playing baseball. But the way I'm also seeing it tells me he was athletic, at least in his younger years. But the way I'm receiving him and the way he's communicating with me tells me that in some respect he is accountable or responsible for why he passed. And I feel like he ignored signs or symptoms or didn't take care of himself the way that he was supposed to or should have. And for that, he is deeply sorry, because he understands that it caused his death, especially caused his brother. I hear parents, but I see mother especially. I'm sorry, guys. Mother especially. He's saying deep grief and sorrow. Yeah. Deep grief and sorrow. Now I'm seeing it's like I'm hearing river, but it doesn't look like it's big enough to be a river. It's like an oversized creek. And I can see this stone bridge going across it. He says, tell them I love them. All of them. So he wants me to tell you that he loves you. And then he wants you and your husband and everyone to pass it on to everyone else. Yeah. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with all of that.
Okay. Amory said thank you. And then we're going to go back up top here. I don't know why I keep losing this message. It's here and it's gone and it's here.
Spirit works in mysterious ways.
Yeah. Let's see, is my new job a good one for me? She also had a question if there was a language issue. She was trying to get some stuff together. So, and then
I feel
will her girls love me ever again? And there was a divorce somewhere up above, and that disappeared. So I think more her big thing was that if her kids would still love her, and if her English is not the best. So
that's okay. So
a
the
new job.
So the job. Oh, you're so cute. We appreciate it. That's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get there at some point. Okay, the job. Ugh, yuck. I feel like I can't believe I gotta go do this. I don't want to do this. But yes, it is the best thing for you right now. Your girls are struggling to understand their situation and struggling to make peace and find some sort of almost like a happy median. Your spirit guides are saying give it time. Yes, they still love you. They just can't figure out how to or what it means to be able to love somebody that they're upset with or that they feel has hurt them. But I'm hearing, but it will be okay, but it's okay. So just give it time and they will come around. They will come around. They're saying, your spirit guides are saying, if you lead by example, they will understand more. Your example and the way you live is going to work more than any words you could say. Yeah. Okay. So thank you for your question, honey. Good luck with everything.
Ashley wanted you to know you were right on the spot. She's in a bad relationship and on the spot. Thank you. So you hit right on there for there.
Good.
So
thank you for that.
You can help. We did that one there.
Is everybody having fun? Wow, we have a lot of people on here.
Yeah.
You look a
trying to catch up with everybody. Let's try this one here from Blair. Kristie, does my mom know that I'm honoring her at my wedding this year, as her sister will be sitting in her place next to me at the wedding party table? It has been a long day today.
How dare you put your aunt and your mother's spot at the table? She's like, what the hell do you mean she's sitting at my spot at the table? In the picture you're going to put up, she's another one. She doesn't like that one very much. It's something about the hair. It's kind of poofy. She's definitely letting me know that there was fun sibling rivalry with her and your aunt, but I also feel like sometimes that got out of hand. She's begrudgingly saying that she is glad and appreciative that since she can't be there, your aunt is willing to be there in her place. But remember, she can't take my place. She can't let that go. She just can't, I also feel like you're going to have a lot of flowers at your wedding. I feel like it's going to be in springtime or summertime. She's grasping her hands together and she's saying it's going to be absolutely beautiful. I see a lot of sunshine and a lot of white and bright flowers. She's very happy and very excited for you. Although she's okay with your fiance, your husband to be. She says, but you have a lot of work ahead of you in order to train him properly. Sweetie, she's preaching to the choir. We all know that. Now I'm just kidding. So, no, but it's going to be a beautiful day. Something about the flower girls too. All of a sudden I'm seeing a little flower girl. She can't wait. Yeah, she's very happy for you. She can't wait. So best of luck and congratulations, honey. Thank you for your question.
It's a good thing. I was trying not to mess up a name here. Is it Valdina? I asked Moon, but she never answered my question. Now I ask you, and you skipped over me. I just wanted to know if my son's sisters are who passed away last year. How my son's son and sister are who passed away last year.
Okay, Valdina. So what I'm saying is an accident or an accidental death. And I feel like your son is stepping forward, um, almost to take responsibility or to be held accountable for something on this. He looks like I want to put him. I want to put your son around like his early 20s. He keeps saying, my fault, my fault, my fault, my fault. Accident. Sorry. Rush. I feel like he was in a rush or they were in a rush. But I received them in the light. Now I'm having this vision of I'm on it seems to be like a dark street. And I feel like there's like an ambulance and other emergency vehicles around me, and somebody's standing over me, over my body. And I feel like I'm standing there, my soul, I'm in spirit, and I'm standing there on the opposite side of myself, looking across at this other person. He's saying something about sticking around for a short bit in order to make sure, I want to say she was okay. But I feel like she was already gone. And once he realized the situation was what it was, or she was okay, or she was where she needed to be, he then crossed over. He says it took him a minute or two to realize, though, what was even going on in the first place. Because it all happened so fast. I'm also getting a J, a letter J. But they are in the light and they are okay. It's your son who's doing the talking. I feel like somebody is taking my hair and like twirling it and playing with it. Right back here. Yeah, like that. So, okay, that's all I'm receiving for that. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything.
Okay.
Ooh. Every time you unmute that thing, it's like, rah.
Sorry. Let's see here. There was this one here. Kimberly has a question. Can you help me? I would like to know who's been following me since I was about 7 or 8. I'd like to know if it's dark. I open up to anything, but always see like a flashing light. I'm gonna mute myself.
Hashtag mute Mike. Hi, Kimberly. Let's see here. I definitely feel a male. I feel like there's two. I don't feel like you've ever, excuse me, experienced anything dark or vicious or negative. I feel like one is a grandfather and one is a spirit guide. You have two. I also feel like you lived in a very old house, in a very active house, spiritually active. Um, when you were growing up, and I feel like that's why you had the extra guidance and the extra protection because you needed it. You're extremely intuitive is what I'm being told, and you really are actually very open to earthbound spirits, and you need to start working with somebody and learn how to hone in on those gifts because you're at a point where you've been able to adapt and adjust on your own for so long, but now you're not going to be able to control them like you used to, and what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up um, your gifts are going to turn around and start controlling you if you don't start controlling them. Okay, if you don't start learning to take control and to actually just learn them and learn yourself and understand them, it's going to actually start working against you. That's the best way I can say that. But yeah, no, but you're okay. And if you want them to keep their distance, you can tell them that you want them to keep their distance. Um, Acknowledge them, thank them, and then ask them to please give you your space. That's what you're being told. Okay. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck.
Okay.
Itchy, like all of a sudden I just want to play with my hair. Like I feel like I'm picking up on somebody.
Oh,
all of a sudden I want it off.
There's a couple that we're gonna get down below, I think.
Oh, good.
I'm trying to. I get them and then they disappear. This is from Amanda. Hello, I'm new. Can you please help me with something? I always seem to have answers for others, and I want to know if I'm clairvoyant. Sorry if I spelled it wrong. A lot of people come to me for answers. Is there a reason? Please help. And
yes, because you're clairvoyant. Yeah. No, yeah, you are. You're extremely intuitive, Amanda, and people flock to you. People you don't even know, probably strangers in this, in the supermarket and whatnot. We're very likable that way, but it's a big responsibility, and there's a lot going on with that. So, again, I'm going to say you need to hone in on your gifts. You need to start working with somebody who is going to be able to help you to learn and understand what it is you're gifted with and what to do with it and how to do it. Follow your gut always. That's the other thing I'm being told to tell you. Follow your gut always. They're saying you're too wishy-washy. You tend to feel the gut feeling, but then you rationalize yourself out of it. You let your head get in the way. You have to stop doing that. But once you do, and once you mentor with someone, and once you find some direction, and you start to feel like you're back in control, it will not be so hard. Okay. So thank you for your question, and best of luck with all of that.
Amanda, I call that taking advice and giving it to others and not taking it to yourself. That's my actual other website where I help others every day, but I don't listen to my own advice. Sometimes that's the reason we can help others, because our sign is right in front of us. Or at least that's what Kristie tries to tell me at least once a week.
Until it turns around and bites you in the ass because you're not listening. But hey, yeah. What do I know?
But
I don't have to live with you.
Yeah. Let's see here. The next one's from Jamie. My grandfather passed away 3 years ago from Alzheimer's. It was tough seeing him like that, and I really need closure. I need to know he's okay. His name is Ivani or Frenchie.
I like that, Frenchie. Hi, Jamie. I'm getting a pain right here. And I feel like I hit my head, almost like maybe I fell. or got hit in the head. I feel very lonely all of a sudden. I also see him in a facility or a hospital, and I see he's wearing his bathrobe over his PJs, and the bathrobe's open because I can see I'm behind him, and it's almost like a brown or a beige color, and I can see okay, and now they're going to backtrack again. He's in like 2-piece PJs, like the top and the bottom. Looks like he's got slippers where you slide your feet in. And then this bathrobe that hangs open. And it's almost like his feet kick out a little bit to the sides when he walks. And you can see his body shifting from side to side as he walks. And he's just slightly hunched over at the shoulders too. He's just slightly bent over forward at the shoulders. So he's showing me a symbol for you. And this symbol is letting you know that there is about to be an end to all of your worries right now. And you are going to start to find great happiness and fun and positive and better and happy, healthier times coming your way. He keeps saying, you're almost there. You're almost there. You're almost there. You're getting there. You're almost there. And he's in the light, and he is doing very well. Yeah. He says, you're almost there. Hang in there. You're almost there. Okay. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything.
Unmute here. Jen says hello.
Hi, Jen.
And we did that. Candace. I would like to know if I'm in a good place and if my life is going in the right direction.
Hi, Candace. Overall, I feel like you really are in a good place. And I feel like you feel as if you're in a good place. However, Mike loves when I do this. It's one of those things he never listens to. I feel like there's an anchor inside you that's still weighing you down. I feel like there's like this one thing that you need to deal with. And I feel like it probably goes back a ways. And you've got to deal with this and confront it and do it head on. And you've got to, it's like a big boulder, right? That's deep inside you. And you have to go in and you have to pulverize it. That's what I'm saying. And you have to crush this thing to little itty bitty pieces. And until that happens, everything else you're doing, no matter how good or positive or how much progress you're making or how quickly you think you're going forward, you're always going to feel like there's that slight drag to everything you do. And the quicker you work through this and the quicker you actually take care of this, the lighter you're going to feel and the more quickly you're going to move in the right direction. But you're getting it. They meaning your spirit guides definitely want you to know that they acknowledge your progress. You're doing a very good job. You just have to handle and deal with this one awful, scary, emotionally stunting boulder that's still weighing you down. And then I feel like you're going to be free. Okay. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything.
Alicia confirmed that you were right with the lab on the dog. Good. And then we have another similar from Jenny. I've been having problems sleeping and animals act funny at nighttime where I can't sleep. Is my son Christopher with me tonight? I'm going to mute myself here.
Are those 2 questions? What?
It's all one question.
No, I know, but the way I don't understand, like if it does.
Funny at night.
Don't you know you're supposed to interpret this stuff? Or I'm just kidding. I didn't know if you saw something else. Maybe she went back in and asked. I almost feel like it's 2 different things.
Yeah, almost. John, if you want to reach back out to us with a follow-up on that, then we'll work on that one. Next one here, we're going to go with Amanda. My brother passed away in 98. He was only 31. I feel him around me and dream of him talking to me. Can you tell me if it's really him, please?
Hi, Amanda. So the right side is telling me, yes, this really is your brother. And for you and anyone else, who's ever wondering, like I said earlier, when you have someone who's passed away that comes to you in a dream, that's a dream, or that's a visit, that's not a dream. It's not your subconscious taking over. It's not your brain in a sleep state making things up. That person's actually able to connect with you more easily when you're in that way. What you want to look for and what you want to remember is if when you're dealing with that person, if you are feeling like it's truly them, or you're feeling light and okay and positive, even if it's a hard situation, they're coming to talk to you about something unpleasant, that doesn't matter, but I'm talking about if you feel like a heavy or a dark or something's not right or off, or you question whether or not it's actually that person, it may not be that person. When someone's in the light, as your brother, I believe is, they will feel good. They will feel positive. They will feel airy. They will feel normal. It will feel okay. All right. So that should help you to try to pinpoint. But I am being told by the right that, yes, this is your brother coming forward for you. But I think you're going to need to know coming up here how to decipher that more on your own and be confident in knowing what you're dealing with and who you're dealing with. Okay. So thank you for your question. Have a good night.
Deleted myself again. It's been a long day today.
You're doing a great job. A great job. Come on, give Mike some props here, guys. He's working hard.
Yeah. Hello, Lindsay. And
hi, Lindsay.
Jenny, actually, that was a 2 question. So let me get back up to her question. Candace, just as I'm going back up here, she said you were spot on. I needed to hear this. I feel a drag, and I knew it was deeper than I pretended. So, and that you're amazing. So thank you for that response.
And so good luck with working through that.
I got another Just Mike needs a bigger headset and a smaller head. Yeah, okay.
So done.
Oh.
Well, then that's his Christmas present from you, Paul, right?
Yeah. I'll get you back there, Doc. All right, let me.
Sorry.
So Jen's question was, I know one part was if her son was with her, and the others she, something else is around her at night, and.
Yeah, Jenny, I actually jotted hers down. I just wanted to make sure. I thought it was, but for whatever reason, they wanted me to double check, so I do what I'm told. or you do what I'm told. Whatever works. um, your son Chris is definitely around. He plays with the dogs. He likes to irritate the dogs. He likes to irritate the dogs and the animals so that he can get your attention, because when they irritate you, he gets your attention. um, but I feel like there's a slight, kind of like, I forget who it was, but very similar to one of the other questions with the energy in the house. I feel like you need to cleanse your house. I feel like you need to, spirit guides are saying you need to open the windows. You need to let the light in. You need to, they're being very specific. They're saying release the darkness. I'm also getting a pain, more like an ache down in my left kidney area. And it's starting to like make my stomach tense up, and just my whole midsection down there just like feel funny. Almost like there's a renal issue of some sort. And now I'm hearing block. So do I see your son laying in a hospital bed? I feel like that was ongoing, and I feel like he was probably in and out of hospital, or there was an extended type of a stay. And I see you standing next to him on the left side of the bed. I feel like someone's got their hand around my neck, like up here like this. I feel like someone's neck was broken or they hung themselves. I feel like we're picking up on two people here. I feel like he hung on probably for days. And I'm hearing couldn't fight anymore. And now the ache is all back here. You have to try to find a way to make peace and come to terms with all of these different things. Your grief and your sadness, the kind of energy, the heavy energy I started to mention earlier, was actually what I would refer to as non-beneficial energy. It's born of more like karmic energy, or energy we just give off. And in and of itself, there's nothing to it. But over time, it can accumulate, and it will never be intelligent, but it can and will become strong enough to become its own entity at some point. And your constant mourning is just feeding this. And I always refer to non-beneficial energy like this, garbage to maggot to fly. Okay, we don't want this going any further, so we want to cleanse your house. We want to go for some therapy, and we want to really try to deal with the situation at hand and in the past. Okay. And go from there. All right. But Chris is okay and Chris is with you. And Chris knows just how to push your buttons and get under your skin as our kids do, which is fantastic. So, yeah. Okay. So thank you for your question, honey. I wish you the best of luck with everything.
For those that are just tuning in, I do appreciate you being with us. I've got 5 different social media feeds coming in here at the same time. So if I'm missing some of your messages, I apologize. I'm trying to catch some of the folks that are back at like 9:20. I know some people have asked a couple. I'm just trying to go in order the best I can. And we do appreciate it, especially you folks around the world. I know you guys over in Europe right now that are with us. It's in the middle of the night, and we do appreciate it. I've got another one from Ashley here that we're going to put up here. And again, folks, if you put multiple messages on, I try to get to them, but if they're split up, it's a little hard to figure out the exact. And Ashley, I had her back up before, but she's basically looking if there's anything from her late husband to her children or for herself. Okay. And I'm going to mute myself again.
Hi, Ashley. I'm seeing chocolate bars, but not just plain chocolate. Like, I'm seeing like Twix, Snickers, something with something inside it. I do receive him from the light, but he does come to me in a way that tells me he does bear some responsibility or accountability for how or why he died. He feels very sorry for that. He says, I left you all alone. And I'm so sorry that I did that. He's showing me your littlest, and I feel like your littlest is probably like 3 or 4, maybe 5. I feel like he interacts with him the most. Very active. Very, very active little boy is what I'm seeing. He says, be grateful, count your blessings. You still have so much to be grateful for and happy for in life. He says, please don't let this get you down. Our children depend on you, and they are depending on you. He says, I know you can do this. He says, you're a beautiful person. You're a good mom. And you're the strongest woman I know. And he says, please forgive me. I should have done better. And I didn't mean to put you through what I put you through. He says he'll always be with you. You just don't have to do this alone. You won't do this alone. He says, but you don't need my blessing to do anything anymore or to do what you have to do. He says, not like you would have asked for it anyways. Thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything.
Kathy C., I lost your first question. If you can send us a private message on that, that's something we can work with you on. So Kathy, the last 2 initials, SC, please just reach out to us in a private message on there. We didn't, when this thing goes into a feed, if I get too many pops in here, I lose the top half. So if you could please reach out and where's our sage, just send us a message and we'll follow up with you on your dad there. That's a special project we're actually working on.
Isn't he, Joy? This guy works hard. We wouldn't have this show if it wasn't for him. Joy Renfola says you're fantastic. See, he does all this cool stuff. Me, I just jump on and I use whatever I got in front of me. He's got all the technical stuff going and makes it fancy
Okay.
and gets on my butt when I, put stuff off. And
So
I let him yell at me a little bit, not too
yeah,
much, but just a
no.
little bit.
So we've got about 5 minutes here. So I'm going to give you the last one for the evening. Yeah. And folks, I'm sorry if we haven't got to everybody. We do appreciate it. Our next show will be on March 3rd. First half, we're going to have some guests. The second half, Kristie will be back and doing some readings. If we hit another landmark on our pages, we will definitely try to get another show like we did last week. It'll be another show of readings.
It'll probably be last minute because Mike loves when I do that. So
yeah, my schedule's a very interesting schedule. I never know when I'm going to work with all the different things that I do, or if we're out on a research project or something like that. We might even try to get a live in this weekend. We don't know how the weekend's going to go.
Maybe.
Depends on my job and where things are going to go and where Kristie's schedules are. She's in one city, I'm in another, so we're an hour and a half apart. So wonders of the internet, we can get this out here. So some Vicky, Vicky from Maryland. My mom passed away on October 11th, 2019. Anything from her? There was loose ends between us.
I hear all is forgiven, Vicky. All is forgiven. I see this woman with dark shoulder length, full, natural curly hair. And she's walking forward and extending her arms. And she's saying, like, hug me. I'm here. She says it was never all that serious anyways. She says life's too short. She's stirring a pot of something. So don't worry. Your mom is definitely in the light, and she definitely loves you. That's for sure. She says, you're my kid. I have to. I love that kind of mom. I'm that kind of mom. But no, really, she's very proud of you. She says, don't do what I do. Don't do what I did. Be who you are. Be who you're going to be. I accept you for who you are. And then she blows you a kiss like that with two hands. Okay. So thank you very much for your question, honey. Have a great night.
Okay. So
wow, this time flies.
It is that time. Yeah.
I think you're actually more tired than I am.
Yeah,
I think so.
That getting up to going to work at 4:00 in the morning some days, it just kind of catches you some days.
Why?
Yeah, I know. So, again, folks, we got some events coming up. Next weekend, we're going to be in Geneseo, New York, at the Winter Parafest at the Quality Inn. Yes, in Geneseo. Can't miss it when you're driving down 20A in Geneseo. There'll be a big sign out in front. There'll be some of our friends from the paranormal community. Our ghost hunting friends will be there. Bigfoot folks will be there. Friends of mine from Naked and Afraid. Ted Vanson runs that event, and it's a good time. It's a lot of great people. It's kind of one of those events that got me introduced to a lot of people in the community. We'll be there doing some live shows throughohout the day. But it's a good time, and it's for veterans outreach, so that those funds they're going to raise are going to a great cause. We'll be out doing some other live things. Kristie's got your gallery's next Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm doing a live gallery reading. You can purchase tickets by calling me. It's at her sanctuary in Buffalo on Hurdle Avenue. It's a beautiful place. It actually was the place that, for any of you who caught me on Destination Fear on the Travel Channel back in November, December. that's where we filmed my interview with the team and the crew, and it was amazing. And that is a very special place, near and dear to my heart. So if you're interested, you can look on my page and you can find details about that gallery reading coming up, or you can call me or message me, and I'll be happy to give you details. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. February 26th. Yeah.
Links for the upcoming events are on our Instagram, and they're also on our Where's Our Sage Facebook page. And you can find those there. Kristie's gallery readings you can find on her business page.
Yes.
And but yeah, tonight again we'll post them back up there. But you can find us right there on we post any of events we're doing, so you guys can find us usually at least the shows are a week in advance. And the next one again is going to be March 3rd. And two great guests we got coming on. Guys I've actually been out on a couple of investigations with, one at the Hinsdale House and another at the Washington County Jail. Mike and Brian are just awesome guys, great investigators. So
that's going to be fun.
Yeah, we are at that time. So folks,
much love, everybody. Thank you for everything and all of your support and sharing everything and helping us.
Be safe and sample on with this universe.
Bye.